Hey guys, welcome to another Patreon exclusive episode.
Oh, we're going now. Okay.
Letterboxd.
I am very ready.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
sir.
the less preparation, the better. I wonder how that looks on the green screen. My new coffee jug. Yeah,
That probably looks fine.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Better than this.
It's technically all green
With that.
because the green screen goes right through it. So I don't
Right.
know what we're gonna see. To be honest with you.
I've got a little green on my soda can. Is that it?
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. It's all right. I can edit in a
I was trying to keep it back like this when it was
Well, thank you.
when we were filming. So.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I won't hate you later.
Now we've ruined it for the letterbox though.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
You get the special breaking.
Yeah, well, it's all good. It's the least professional thing we do. Hey everybody, welcome to the Patreon exclusive episode of the Litterbox. Des is here.
I am here. Yes, after my summer vacation.
I want to hear
Yep.
about what you've been up to recently.
I went to Vegas. Yeah.
Your life is so much better than mine.
Well,
I sit and talk about video games. You go gamble?
no. Well, I did once.
Did you win?
No.
No.
Did not. I went for work. We're doing one of our new products is going to be launching soon, and we're doing a proof of concept at the Venetian Casino and Resort in Las Vegas. So I spent like
Sounds expensive.
4 days there. Actually, it wasn't that expensive. It was really reasonable.
Yeah.
It was actually like I walked in because I've traveled for some of my other jobs a little bit, and I'm like, okay, there's gonna there is a level of hotel room that I'm used to a company being willing to pay for. I walked in and I was like almost embarrassed at how amazing this hotel room was.
Oh.
It was gorgeous. It was like multi-tiered, like gorgeous leather furniture. On my Instagram, I actually posted the windows because I walked in and I went to the curtains and I couldn't figure out how to open the shades. And I'm looking around like, all right, maybe it's broken or whatever. And then that night, I reach over to turn off what I think is the lights, and it's actually the switch. Like, oh,
They're just like,
yeah. There's like electronic controls for just the shades, just the sheer, just the blinds, or all of them. It's like, oh, I could get used to this. Yeah, it was pretty gorgeous. So if you're doing Vegas, I strongly recommend the Venetian, and stupid reasonable for the room I got. But at one point we were as the team that was there, we were kind of like on the casino floor, sort of planning, talking about like what we're going to do and assigning roles. And there was another member of the team who we had both were talking like, yeah, this whole Vegas thing doesn't work for us because we don't really gamble. And basically said, I know too much math to gamble. But as we were talking, it was kind of like the meeting was going on. There was literally a roulette table right there. So he like took a 5 out of his pocket and I was like, just put 5 on black. Okay. And he wins. And he puts it down again. He wins again. He walks away with like, I don't know, $20. Oh, that's great.
and that's the way to do it.
Right. And we kind of laughed about it. Like, oh, here's the guy who doesn't gamble. Haha.
Right.
So the next day, for a variety of reasons, I ended up being by myself that day. So I was walking through the casino. I was like, hey, it worked for him. Why not? So I grab the one bill I have in my wallet, 20, like, oh yeah, just put it on black. And I lost. Like, oh, that's why I don't gamble. Okay.
That's also the way to do it.
Yeah. I had $20 and now I don't.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I learned at a very early age not to gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very early. I think it was the 4th of July fireworks in East Brookfield.
All right.
And they had this like in the field next to the middle school, they have all these little concession stands and all these little carnival games and stuff. And there was like an Indiana Jones poster I wanted to win. All I had to do was take a dart and hit one of the stars on the wall. I don't know how many darts later, but it cost me about $8 to not win that poster. And then I was at the mall like later the next week or something. I saw the poster was $8, and I was like,
hey.
From now on, I'm just buying the stuff that I want and not trying to like scheme my way into it.
Yeah.
Or in that 8 years old or 7 years old.
Yeah, no, it's so gambling is my thing, and actually a few days into it, like, oh yeah, Vegas is terrible. It's just I don't know. It's there's a lot of cool stuff there, but it's kind of really sad at its core. But
you have to stay intoxicated to not notice it.
Yeah, well, there's that too. Yeah, if that's the thing, if you're not really a drinker or a gambler or any of those things, the mask kind of slips off pretty quickly.
Yeah. Do they still like do the Cirque du Soleil shows there? And,
yeah, no, for live entertainment, it's great. And if you do go catch Matt King, he's still at Harris, is one of the best magic hosts on the Strip, and doesn't get nearly as much attention as you want. But you ask 100 magicians, what are the shows you need to see in Vegas? And Matt King is going to be near the top of everyone's list, if not at the top.
Do Penn and Teller still have a regular thing
They
there?
do still have a regular show, which is why I said he's not at the top, because probably Penn and Teller's number one.
Makes sense.
But Matt King is great. The show is going to be really reasonable. It's usually an afternoon show, too. So, yeah, definitely check him out.
So this whole traveling thing is sort of our segue into the real topic of tonight's litter box.
Yeah, time for some real talk.
I don't want to talk about it.
No,
I'm already really sad.
I know, I am too. But the thing that's probably the more realistic among you have assumed was coming is coming, and it just I got the new job a few months ago. It's been fantastic. It has literally been life-changing, and it is literally life-changing. I just, between travel and my massively increased responsibilities, I just am not going to have, I honestly haven't had the time for a good solid month now to really give the channel what it's due.
Yeah. As Des kind of pointed out to me when he showed up today, he was like, we've been covering some games that just don't require too much attention to do a discussion about, and so we eventually wanted to get to things like the Mage's Tale. We wanted to start covering like these bigger games that the channel sort of been noticeably lacking in coverage of, and that was sort of our goal all along, was sort of to get to those games once things had settled down, but to just kind of do these like quick little Eve Gunjack titles in the meantime. It just doesn't seem like things are settling down for you.
No, and in fact, if anything, it's getting crazier. I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing for my company. It's a good thing for me career-wise.
Right.
But my job has really travel has become a big part of what I'm going to be doing. And I came in today and told Brian, next week I'm going to Ohio. 2 weeks I'm going to San Francisco. And 6 months ago, when we were both servers to go to the restaurant, I would have huge chunks of the day, hey, we're filming we're filming Monday night. Oh, I haven't played the game. Oh, well, I still have all day Monday to sit and play the game, so I can play 6 hours straight through, and I just don't have that time, and it's I could, and one of the reasons it's taken so long to make this decision is I really, really love doing this. And I could keep trying to half-ass it and we can make it work somehow. But honestly, I think Brian and I think you folks deserve more. You deserve, you deserve a whole ass.
Oh, they've already got that with me.
Yeah, but we're taking half an hour, 45 minutes to discuss a game that takes half an hour or 45 minutes to play, and that's really what the show has always been about, was a deep dive into something that was worth a deep dive.
Yeah.
And honestly, even No Man's Sky, one of the titles I was most looking forward to for this entire year, I have put, I think, a grand total of 4 hours into now, and 3 of that was flat screen. You guys, Brian, this channel has been a huge part of my life, and I wish there was some way I could continue to do this and that, but something's got to give, and my job and my family are not things that can give. So if it makes y'all feel better, I retired from Magic too.
Doesn't make anybody feel better. Makes us feel infinitely worse.
Yeah, no, but I don't like. It is a bad and a sad thing here, but it's for me, this is the first job I've had in literally decades, maybe even ever, that I've been able to just this is something I can focus on and I need to focus on, and my focus is rewarded by more opportunity. I mean, you've been a server forever. You can put your whole heart into it, and maybe you'll get an extra 5% on your tips.
No, and usually not.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've said, this is it's great that we're, telling the Patreon supporters first, because we've always said to the Patreon supporters, real life comes first. You know, when people have to pull Patreon support and they say, we used to give you $10 a month, now I'm going to drop it down to $1 or $2 or whatever, and there's always this letter of apology that comes with it. And I'm like, you don't have to send the letter of apology. We know that real life always comes first. In that statement for me pertains to all of us as well.
Yeah.
Like I've dealt with a ton of health issues over the last year, which I seemingly are coming to a close over the next couple of weeks, and so my health has come first, even above this channel, which is like my biggest priority. But you and being with your kids and being with your wife and focusing on this job that is such a godsend.
Yeah. Like
real life has to come first.
Yeah.
So we don't have a solid plan yet, right? We're saying that we're not cutting it off right here.
Right. No, we'll probably have a couple more weeks, of some kind of content. This is like a discuss. You're hearing half the discussion right now.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So it's not gonna. And I will absolutely be at the meetup. The meetup is still happening.
October 19th.
October 19th. You better be there. Yeah. I know.
Because you'll never see Des again.
No.
This is your last chance to ever see Des.
But it would be really. It will be very cool to meet some of you in person, and honestly, for me, to have a chance to say thank you to you, because you all really have literally changed my life. This has been a very cool experience, something that I started as a substitute on.
Yeah.
Almost actually a little over 3 years ago now. I think. No, actually, no. I think October is going to be 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, you started right at PSVR.
Yeah.
Right when that launched.
And so it's also some nice timing that way too, I guess. But it's been amazing. Like, it's reignited my love for gaming. It's actually made me realize that the internet isn't totally full of a total cesspool of awfulness and hate. There's really cool, awesome, supportive communities out there, and I just want to say thank you. Yeah.
I mean, this obviously won't be the last time we have this conversation. Obviously, as we lead up to your last couple episodes, we'll be talking more and making sure that you're on Litterbox episodes. But man, like if it wasn't for Bocado, the restaurant we worked at,
Right?
it wasn't. I never would have met Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
I never would have reunited with Jeremy.
Yep.
And I never would have met you.
That's bizarre.
So anytime.
So thanks, Bocado.
Yeah. Any like really anytime that life really seems to suck, keep in mind that. Keep in mind that.
It can't rain all the time.
Everything happens for a reason.
Oh.
You want to close this out?
Yeah. So now that I've just crushed Brian, so this is Des deflecting because he doesn't like dealing with real emotions. Yeah. So for another Litterbox, this is Des.
Thank you for all your support. We appreciate you all.
Yeah, no, and I do really want to stress that, like, this channel isn't going away. Nothing, like, I am a part of this channel, and I'm going to continue supporting this channel, and by God damn it, you better keep supporting it too, because I know I do have all of your email addresses, and I will send you nasty notes. Now that I'm not actually representing the channel anymore, I don't have to follow Brian's rule of being nice to people, and I can just say, why? $1 a month. Okay.
Thank you for all your Patreon support.
Seriously.
Have an excellent night. We love you all.